Sunday school teacher, I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me as we do a little preparation and study, getting ready for the Sunday school lesson on Sunday, February the 11th. We're going to be in Acts chapter 22. Title of the lesson for this coming Sunday is The Testimony. We're going to be looking at Paul's story and seeing what he said about his own life. The point of the lesson is that the gospel transforms people from sinners into instruments of God. The gospel transforms people from sinners into instruments of God. In the passages that we're going to look at here, we see Paul arriving in Jerusalem. The leaders in Jerusalem, in the Jerusalem church, told Paul of the rumors that were circulating, that the rumors were that he was telling the Jews around the world that they could disregard the Mosaic law and the rituals of circumcision. And so there were those Jewish leaders, not Christian Jews, but Jewish leaders that wanted to kill Paul. And so the leaders of the Jerusalem church were warning Paul. And after some Jews from Asia had incited the crowd against Paul, he addressed the crowd by sharing his testimony. So we've got Paul speaking, the other Jews from Asia come and get the crowd stirred up, and he is speaking to the crowd as he shares with the mob. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Let's look at verses 3 through 5 of Acts chapter 22, and there we see the former life. There it says in verse 3, "But he continued, I am a Jew, born in Tarshish of Cilicia, but brought up in this city." In other words, he says, I was born in Tarshish, but I was educated, brought up. My family moved here. And I was educated at the feet of Gamaliel, according to the law of our ancestors. I was zealous for God, just as all of you are today. I persecuted this way to the death, arresting and putting both men and women in jail. As both the high priest and the whole council of elders can testify about me, I received letters from them to the brothers I traveled to in Damascus to arrest those who were there and to bring them to Jerusalem to be punished. So here Paul says, now y'all remember who I am. Paul vitally connected his life to Jerusalem and the training of one of their great teachers at the time. Now, even though Gamaliel was more of a moderate, he was one of their great teachers. Remember, he was the one in the beginning of Acts that said to them when they arrested Peter and they had them in the jail and they said, let's put them to death. And Gamaliel said, well, if they're false, it will fall away. And if they are true, we're going against God. And so he